think it's late enough for it. Let us play with the wife save file. Okay. And this is so good.
Once again enveloped by the smell of the market, I thought back to the man I had been when Kat had brought me here. How did it all go so wrong? Deep down, I knew the answer. I was just too scared to commit to my family. It was so much easier to care about something that didn't have to like you back. That wouldn't go away if you didn't want it to. For me, that was my job. But ironically, protecting myself like that only made it hurt so much worse. Now that Laura was out of my reach, the pain of being separated was only amplified by the knowledge that I had missed so many opportunities to be with her.
I see. Gonna keep just a little bit. Okay. Why is it so late again already? I haven't even played anything. Sure. I don't know why it actually played that sound. Didn't we have anything else? Benny's murderer, less than 24 hours after the death. I'm still so pissed. I'm so pissed that we missed the interview with Mirror Main and Noah Main, because that is literally still the thing that I was most excited about and the most gripping of the tales. Because yeah, her parent died. She never actually thought anything. So unless they are behind this all, yeah, I'm gonna be pissed that as she tells GNN she still suffers. Tune in tonight for the special installment when Main recounts her memories of the horrific Sector 2 incident. And we fucking missed it. Okay, so now we are gonna talk with Cox's wife again. Ooh, perfect. Perfect ad. Apparently not. Okay. Wait, where was the yeah, Cox security. Okay. So she is not far from here, so I'm guessing she has an apartment on the other side here. Yeah, I couldn't go. Again, shortcuts are not allowed in this game. You go one way and one way alone. Well, for a guy that is constantly smoking, actually not. Oh. Well, I'm guessing that I'm just... Hello, Mrs. Moore. Oh, it's you again. Hello. Sorry to disturb you a second time, but I need to ask you a few questions. So you're still after my husband? I told you he's on vacation on Famous. He isn't. We checked the ID scanner at all ports, Gara and Famous. He never left his planet. You must have overlooked something. Listen, I love James, but he's just a poor devil. Shouldn't the CDI be taking care of the big fish? James isn't one of them. I think you are underestimating your husband. He might be about to make a grave mistake. Did you see the Liberators video yesterday? Was hard to miss, yeah? We have reason to believe that your husband is affiliated with them. Seriously, that's what you came up with? He might have sold drugs or started a fight once or twice, but this is completely out of his league. We did some research and it seems like your husband has a strong motive. He's a nationalist and he sees an opportunity to stick it to the Sabian minority. What are you on about? We are not even from Gara. James was born on Famous. He is certainly not a nationalist. In fact, we are both kind of hated here. Go talk to Cox. He is rich enough for an actual criminal. I didn't have to submit it yet, but... Oh, I can't even see it from here, right? Gara, Falun Market. 2 news articles the Moors hung up on the wall. I downloaded them on my cell. Did I? Single plate in the sink, looks like she had been alone. A highly addictive substance used in lung disease treatment. What? Okay. So the scene changed, but... Wasn't that literally yesterday? Wasn't it literally yesterday that I said I marked them down wrong? Looks like we entered up from the grant years ago. That I got Cox and more wrong, or did I whoever it was wrong? You fired at my partner, blah blah. 25 years ago, you moved to Drovia. It doesn't make sense that you'd support the anti-Syrian terror groups. Yeah, so Cox moved, and that is why I said I did not actually get it right, because Moore's motive would have been nationalism, and I thought Moore was Cox, and I was really confused about it with the evidence from, again, what I can't actually now verify with whatever is in HQ, and it confused the hell out of me yesterday. Finally, we could actually have a smoke. Okay, well then, where's Cox's wife? Do I have entered the drain? We literally came here for one talk that didn't actually make sense at all. Okay, hey. Fuck, you startled me. Now, what do you want? I mean, yeah, I mean, she is hard to see in that look. Although I highly doubt it is because of the look. Check in with how your investigation is going. But not here, too crowded. Follow me. And she just opened. Come on, I know a spot. Nobody is asking questions. Let me smoke first, like... I'm not... Okay, this is better, yeah, so much better. The hell are you doing here? Are you following me? I told you I'd get back to you. Anything new on our client or what they're planning to do next? Not yet, I'm still working on it. That's disappointing. I need some results if I'm going to protect your daughter. We're making good progress. I'll have something for you soon, okay? I hope so. You want a beer? Sure. A beer. Yeah, business talk is over. Are you calling destroying my life a business? I guess so. Hey, listen. Did you deliver my message? I did. What did he say? He said the sun sleeps in the north. Okay, thank you. What does it mean? Is it a code or something? No, it's from when we were kids. I've known him for a long time. You know, I thought about what he said. I don't think I'm good, or ever have been. But I will say this. I talked to your daughter today. She's a good kid. I do not like the prospect of her getting hurt, so please, don't mess up. How can you... Don't get her out of... then get her out of here, please, yeah. Really, my boss won't let that happen. That is way too cliche. It's all in your hands. If you don't find out... So, like, because it is so cliche, I probably hope that she just did not slip up, but, you know. Wrong track. If you don't find out anything about their next target soon, we'll need your help with the hack. The backdoor was set up successfully from your cell. I hope it was worth it. Gary will have to face the consequences for it. You really threw him under the bus there. I guess you're not so righteous after all. Fuck you. This was your doing much more than mine. Unlike you, I never said I was a good person. Yeah, and I feel bad about it. I feel bad enough about it as is, okay? I had to protect Laura. If they had traced it back to me and fired me over it, I would have been worthless for you and for Laura. That's exactly it. Thank you, game. I really do appreciate that, because for how often, like literally it just started out with me being fucking confused. For how often I am confused in this game, I do like it when there's tidbits of, okay, fine. It's still making sense. Oh, please, you don't want to risk your own ass. No, what the hell are you talking about? No matter what you tell yourself, at the end of the day, you do what you do for your own gain. Fuck you. Sometimes it's a few layers removed, but in the end, it's all selfishness with extra steps. No, fuck you. This is just a convenient way to justify the fucked up things you do. Nihilism can be used as a shield, just like faith. It's convenient to say nothing matters because it makes being in this world hurt a little less. But even you don't like the thought of harming Laura, do you? I think you're doing your best to ignore your conscience. You will have to face it at some point. Not if I die first. Well, this has been fun. Break is over. I have some business to take care of. I'll check in again soon. Ed. Hello, this is Ed. The guy from the harbor. Wanted to thank you again for buying me my spot back. Had a beer and a herring tonight. With my friends Fred and Quinn. I'll buy you one too if you're ever at the harbor, Ed. Oh, nice sleeping spot. I literally can't find anything out from this. Like, you know, you would think that, oh yeah, those are plain clothes, you can get them anywhere, there's no hints, blah blah blah, right? Or maybe like I try to deduce where she has been, you know, try to play some Sherlock game. Conrad, how did it go? Any news from Moore's wife? No, not really. If Moore's behind all this, then she doesn't know about it. Fuck, the attack's going down tomorrow morning and we still have no clue what it's going to be. How is it possible that we don't get a grip on those fuckers? Looks like the only thing we can do is ramp up security all over Gara. And hope that they won't go through with their attack. Hey Conrad, one more thing. Don't want you to hear from anyone else. I looks like looks like I'm not standing in for the chief after all. What? Why? The higher-ups said that they had reason to believe that I tried to hack the CDI database. How come? I have no clue. I'd never do something like that. I wouldn't even know how. I told them as much, but they said that a commission of inquiry will need to have a closer look. Apparently, someone used my login to try and attack our network. Shit, Conrad. I just hope that I won't be... I didn't do that. Hey, I'm sure this is some sort of misunderstanding. Yeah, must be. Well, whatever. I'll talk to you later, Conrad. I mean, yeah, because... Quite frankly, if you can set it up, then why would you just expect that? Also, hello, fucker. I mean, at least close this. Devs, can we please have her not be there? Because now that I'm here and I can't actually talk with her, why the fuck would you hack this? Like, yeah, if she would have just killed my daughter, right? She found out nothing with that hack, and on top, she gets, she gets found out. So if I would have gotten found out, she would have had absolutely nothing, and I would have gotten fired, and she would have hurt my daughter, right? Or my wife, or whoever. Who cares? So yes, maybe don't have me talk with her here, or let her just vanish. I would really appreciate that, because I kind of feel like otherwise telling her now that she got found out with her hack would be a rather appropriate thing. What is that of an option either? Like, yeah, talk to a person or just go to sleep. Like, okay. Wait, is there a side quest where she actually rats me out? Because, yeah, and then Gary would get fired. And she now, like, if I didn't have enough sympathy points with her beforehand, she would, like, if she hates me, then she would go and tell Gary about it, what I told her. And that is how they would get me. Like, is that the other way that it could go? I wanna say 100% not, right? It is literally just an option. Hey, talk with a character. Maybe, do something interesting in a game. Or just play it through as fast as possible. Go to sleep. Like, I mean, okay. There is the option that you just don't like Cat and you just... But there's no option for me to get hookers either, right? It's not like I have that, co-partner, like, or there's a girl at work that is like, oh, hey, Conrad, oh, let me suck your cock. Like, no, you belong to the chief because he paid for you. Like, if that was an option, like, oh, there's another option to go with this, or he is like, okay, I could, if I don't reconcile with my wife, I could have that promotion that is already basically ready for me, and I would go somewhere else and I could leave my kid behind because, hey, then Cat would, I would just basically split from my family. If that was an option that, would be correlating with, oh, go to sleep, don't care about Cat, like, don't care about your family, and I get something out of it, then go to sleep is an actual thing. But if it is just, hey, do a thing or do not do a thing in a game is not actually, yeah, hello. I don't know why you are an achievement, but okay, I just got the AFK achievement, which is... I don't know if that is a good sign that so many people in the game got that achievement, but yeah, if it is literally just between do a thing and not do a thing in a game, not doing a thing is really not a good option. So maybe have like it be a consequence. Like I said, if now there is a thing happening, and like the other things you could communicate. Like, oh, there's something else I want, so that I'm going sleeping. I don't want to actually connect with my family. But there would be another way to do it with, yeah, she's gonna rat me out if I have a bad standing with her. I'm going to sleep, and I had to tell her this, or like she's confronting me about Laura, and then I'm telling her that you set it up like this, and I didn't have a choice. But, well, it was the least I could do, and then you could have a text scrolling where he explains that he had to do it. So then I could be like, okay, fine. And then, okay, I'm going to sleep, and then she is like, okay, he's probably working with the terrorists. They have kidnapped my daughter. I need to do something. And she was the one that was like, oh, you work for CDI, you go, talk with them. So then she would do that when I'm not talking with her. And that would only be revealed once it actually happens. So those would be the other two options. But if it is like this, where it is just like, hey, do something or do nothing, yeah, well, it's a game. I want to do something. Raspberry water. Cheap viewers, that is so much better. And that is so much more better. Thank you, Sob. Cheap viewers is so much better than good viewers. I love cheap viewers. What is... Okay, but yeah, cheap viewers are so much better. I like how it does it does have that hyphen on there to not get banned by a chatbot with like you ban, you auto ban the word cheap, and they get around it by hyphening it. That is very nice. That is pretty clever. Okay, so let's resume. Cat, what do you have to say? Do you have to say anything? Neil, anything new? No, I wanted to go to sleep. No, shit. I'm so scared. What if it... But there is something new. We know that she is okay. You had a conversation. Why are you saying no? I'm so scared. What if those people are lying to you? What if... Yeah, I mean, that we couldn't... What if... They never planned on letting her go. I have talked to them. Well, why are you saying no? Okay, well, at least he's mentioning it now. It was just a very weird start. So he meant something else with his no. He meant like, oh, she's not there. Okay. They assured me they are only after the data. They'll keep their word, okay? Tell you what. If we don't have her back by tomorrow, I'll come clean and ask a CDI for help. I mean, yeah, tomorrow is where it would actually blow up anyways. That's, like, she doesn't know. Like, Catherine doesn't know that it correlates with what happens tomorrow. So, before the next attack. Most likely it correlates with the next attack. Because after that, they would probably be in so much disarray, and I would probably not have time for anything else. So there would not really be a way to get to the data if there is another attack, because there would be a complete shutdown, right? And they couldn't actually do anything with it. So yeah, that that I have to say. Good keeping that hidden from Catherine. Don't worry, tomorrow I'll talk at 12 p.m. or whenever the terrorist attack is going to be. I'm gonna talk with them, and that is when our daughter is already dead. Well, hey Neil, I'm glad I'm not alone in this. My new boyfriend is so supportive with this. He has been keeping me company all night yesterday after you left. Same. I kind of missed talking to you these last few years. I'm so sorry I didn't spend more time with you and Laura. I just couldn't. It hurt. I know how selfish that sounds, and it is. It sucks. No, I understand. I can relate. I didn't want to talk with our daughter either. I always asked you to take care of Laura more, but sometimes I felt like doing it by myself was easier than seeing you again and again. I don't really know if that is like, from a standpoint of as a human, what does this actually communicate to me? Words do not matter. Yeah, like what is this communicating? Sometimes I felt like doing it by myself was easier than seeing you again and again. Like, it was better for you to stay away. Of course I'm gonna hug her. Yeah, that is very cute and stuff. Okay. A very long hug. Would she have rejected me if I, fucked up beforehand? I'll get home and catch some sleep. See you tomorrow. Oh. Okay, see you. Objectives updated. Go to sleep. Sure. I mean, like I said, on the chalkboard in at HQ, we know that he has implants against addiction, so it's not his addiction. So then it is not his nationalism because it is Cox. So then it is his sick wife, I guess. But could I find it out beforehand? Or is that how I fail? Like, how I basically, like I basically failed my way to success. And that was planned by the game. Like, I need to talk to the wife so that I can exclude that he's a nationalist. But again, it's just the wife's words, so it doesn't actually say anything. So, like, she told me that he is not from Drovia or from Fairmore. So, did I not have that information beforehand? Or is she lying to me? I wouldn't actually take that as, oh, this is evidence now. That is why I'm so confused by this. But okay, it's also, I confused him with Cox, I guess. Because I beforehand seemed like to have to make a statement on the case, which did not actually look like something that I could do with the information that I had. So was it now that I had to go to his wife, I actually confront her about something so that I can actually submit it? Escalation on Drovia, article by Nora Nguyen. By the Daily Guardians. In the aftermath of Benny's death and the shocking announcement broadcast by his murderers, the situation on Drovia has come to a head. large demonstrations and some violent clashes with security, some of which were allegedly instigated by the Servian Front members, have rocked the colony over the past 24 hours. Multiple stores, most of the Garian-owned, have been demolished and looted. Protesters were holding signs demanding Jovian self-governance. Others warned of repercussions for Garian murderers. In a statement this afternoon, Prime Minister Marov ordered the protesters to refrain from violence. Sure, that is definitely going to... what is this, England? But also assured them that Gara... Is that still ongoing in England, or have they finally gotten it under control there? I mean, under control, it's just right-wing, shitters, but... Seems like if you actually do seal that, and with those strong repercussions of like open public, not executions, and open public trials, and or at least the results from the trials that you're giving out, literally on the next day already. Seems like something is really brewing under the hood, under the lid in England. But also assured them that Gara would see severe consequences for what transpired. Meanwhile, Garian Savient Council urged President Robertson to do everything in his power to prevent any further attacks and anything else that could escalate the situation. Savians on Gara are fearing for their lives, their spokesman Ivan Broker said. We have heard many reports of people staying home instead of going to school or work because they are terrified. Ivan Broker? I knew that there would be an Ivan in this game, but Gary Ivan Broker. By the way, William, that is a fucking cliche. So, like, the thing is, I hoped that the girl that talked with us, however she is, sorry. Yeah, Sora, right? Whatever she's called. I hoped that actually in the logs I can find it. Here, Sora, yeah. Sora did actually do this to get me a false lead. But obviously at the same time, when we're talking with the chief is called Liam, right? And so, you know. Everybody blah, sadly, Garian diplomacy, blah blah blah. Now there was a Liam though, right? I'm pretty sure. Did we have that anywhere? Mrs. Cock, waitress, what did I overhear? Saito, Brown Boy, Holloway, Gonzalez, Chief, the data. Ah yeah, here, eavesdropping. Director for over a decade, Liam, please. Yeah, here. Attorney General, Liam, please. So, I mean, I guess that is pretty condemning. So I'm still hoping that Sora actually just led me down the wrong path. But yeah, now it's Liam. Liam knows that the Attorney General is doing the evil things, and he has uncovered this, and that is why he now has to go. And he has been working with the Savian Front all this time. Or not the, wait, no, not this, actually, yeah, the Savian Front, which Sora is a part of, and the Liberators, And the Liberators were his downfall because of... did he confront the Attorney General? Because like I said, why else would the Attorney General let him fall then? If he is working with the Soviet front. Like, did he try to actually get her in on it? And that is why she is now sacking him? Gara's authorities and terrorism experts seem baffled by the Liberators' sudden emergence. They came out of nowhere, says Professor Melissa Weilert, expert on political extremism at Melina University. They did not emerge from an existing... Melina? I did hear Melina somewhere else before and read it as well. Emerge from the existing known movement, which is very rare and frankly strange. Time to shine. Hey, Saito, what is it? Hey, Neil, I have good news. Our IT department finally managed to retrieve some data Cox was trying to destroy. Most of it are bills and contracts that aren't important for our case. Still, pretty illegal though. But they also found a message that caught my eye. Like the one to Gonzalez, it was sent via the Mercurius network. Pretty sure it comes from whoever is behind the Liberators. I'll forward it to your cell. Why would a dude from Drovia with his nationalism work with the Liberators? Good work, Saito. I'll have a look at it tomorrow morning. Need to catch some sleep first. Sounds like we are finally making headway in our investigation. See you tomorrow. And as always, we are loading up on 6. Because you never know when you need 8 of them. Why can I only store 8 cigarettes?
How I remained functional throughout all of this. How I didn't just collapse under the pressure and the looming prospect of losing my daughter forever. I think the truth is that over the years, I had gotten really, really good at tuning out the voice that always tormented me, that had always told me horrible shit. This was just adding to it. More to repress, more bubbling beneath the surface. Maybe if it had gone on for long enough, I would have imploded sooner or later.
Sorry, I'm just gonna eat nut nugget biscuits. If you have nothing against it, please don't. It's my only joy. Look, besides working and streaming, I didn't do anything else today. Well, hello there again, I guess. There you are, Sora. What is this? What is it this time? Still nothing new on the next attack? No, I need a little bit more time. My boss is starting to think we might have picked the wrong guy to work with. He decided to give you a little morale, give your morale a little boost. No, please leave Laura alone. Neil, I told you I didn't call the shots. My boss is getting impatient. She was moved from her room to one of our interrogation cells. It's pretty damp and cold in there. Just a matter of time until she gets sick. You fucking monsters. If she gets harmed in this, I'll... I actually wish we could team up for games. I'm also a streamer. Now that is something interesting. I have not seen that one beforehand. Well, that is a really interesting one. I gotta give it to you. Why would you find me on Discord? Oh, it's a Discord scam. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Why are you using the emotes that I have not installed? Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself? Because it just makes you look weird, and that is why I've not installed shit like that. But yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, sure, I would love. Come check out my Discord. My dude. I would definitely love. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let this stand. It seems perfect. Find me on Discord. Wait, because you have such an easy name to spell out on Discord as well, or how else would I find you on Discord? Like, I mean, come on, man. Even as a scam, you need to make this easy. Like, obviously, when you are scamming, you want to reach as many people as possible, so that some few stupid people actually fall for it, right? So you need to make this as easy as possible. Neil, I will find the guy, okay? Tomorrow. Give me until tomorrow. Neil, listen to me. Forget the guy. This is taking too long. New plan. We are willing to give you one last chance. We'll have to rely on the backdoor of the CDI network after all. Sorry that I was AFK, dude. I mean, what? Taking the data back seems to be the best way to get our money right now. But we need your help to go through with it. Here's how this will go. At 7 o'clock tonight, our hackers will commence the attack. But it will only work if we have someone who is physically at the CDI computer at the time. So I'm still... What? A new user named 4 times... 400... 458 will pop up and request admin privileges that you'll have to grant, and I will get into the system. You want to get into a system that I can't access, right? How can I help you? Because you already got access to the same system that I'm using. Sorry, I have no idea what that means or how it works. I don't even know if my account can do that. I was afraid you would say that. I guess you'll have to ask the system administrator to help you out. How do you think that will go? Hey, IT, could you help me invite some hackers into our network? Isn't there someone on your team you can ask? Someone who will believe you if you tell them you're doing the right thing. You're talking about Saito. I can't. What if he says no? He is in with Gary. And Gary is Ivan. And Ivan is Liam. That's for you to figure out. You're good with words. Force him if you have to. Once we are in, we won't have much time until we are kicked from the system automatically. Automatically? What the fuck are you talking about? We'll have mere seconds to navigate to the right folder. Why? In order to make it in time, we need to have an idea of where to find the data. For which in turn, we'll have to know what the data is about, and that's your job to find out. How is that sheet going that I sent you? I'm making progress, but I'm not sure if I have all the information I need. Then hurry up. You'll have to submit it by by 7, so we can start attack. I mean, what does it do if I'm saying not doing any of this? Okay. I'll call you once you have sent me the sheet. Make sure you're on the CDI computer with your friend to let us in. Put the data on a stick and hand it to us at 11 tonight. I'm sending you the coordinates to our meeting spot. That's a bit further out, so make sure to be on your way in time. But I'm going with public transport. I can literally not promise anything. I promise you'll have Laura back tomorrow. It will be the last thing we ask of you. How am I supposed to believe you let Laura go? You can't know. You'll have to take my word for it. If I drag Saito into it, and he tells anyone, I'll lose my job. I'll probably go to prison. You won't actually have anything. Throw me a bone. I need to know she'll be fine if I do this. Yeah, because I'm gonna get arrested too. Tell me it makes a difference to you. It can't mean nothing to you to take a young life. It isn't up to me. You keep saying that, but isn't it? Really? Do you have zero control over what happens? If you can do something, please tell me it isn't all the same to you if she lives or dies. Do what I say and she'll live, okay? But what if, what if things go south? If Saito won't help me? If we don't have the right folder? You keep dodging the question. Tell me a human life has some value to you. It would end at some point anyway. Oh, give me a break. Everything is so easy if nothing means anything. Whatever. Your badge and gun betray you. You're a murderer like me. You're wrong about that. There's only one person whose death I'm directly responsible for. And you know what? It fucks me up. It's been years and it still fucks me up. Wait. Oh, who are we talking about? Is that so? I was chasing down a perp. Now you're coming out with, like, he did have, oh, I shot a guy beforehand, but now this comes up? Okay. Like, it would really do this game well to not be that cliche. I was chasing down a perp in a car, lost control and crashed into a building. And the woman inside was dead on the spot, so quickly that she couldn't feel any pain or fear. That's what they said to me. So it isn't even the guy that he shot. Nah. Or was it Gary? And they didn't put you away for it? No. No, they didn't. Look, most people are garbage. There's a good chance the world is better off without her. Are you trying to console me? Because, like, the other option is, what about you, is probably, again, cliche. I should say that. Because then she would reflect on herself. No, it's just a statistical fact. Wouldn't you agree that the world would be better off without most people in it? Who is most people? Well, there's an inherent value, I guess. I don't agree. Human life has an inherent value, and the bad person can always change. I have said what I came here to say. You know what needs to be done. Sora. Well, fuck you. Oh, yeah, finally I can smoke. There you go. Yeah, I hope that landed on your head, dipshit. First, I would like to thank you for your good work over the years. I'm glad that a fellow Drovian is taking care of securing the Tilanium transport on Gara. Okay. This is from Cox. Second, I have a proposal to make. Since our cooperation has been going so well, I thought we could extend it a little. I could use your help with an operation I have been planning for a few years now. It doesn't come without risk, but I can assure you that the payment will be good and, even more importantly, that the mission promises a bright future for both our companies and revenge for what happens to your parents. Now the other one was called Neil. So again, we're not involving the dudes from the beginning of the game. Let me know if you're interested. Yours, A. Wait, what? Albert? Oh, and he is... Oh, he is... why is it starting with Albert? Okay, so Albert is sending this to Cox. The payment will be good, and even more importantly, that the mission promises a bright future for both our companies and revenge for what happened to your parents. Okay. Wait, so, yeah, this is still ongoing. Okay, I can't. Good, good, good. I was actually wondering about this. Hey, Horace, how's it going? Well, somebody needs to feed you sometimes, right? I mean, I haven't in, like 3 days. We are never showering either. That is just something that doesn't happen. We are not eating, we are not showering. That's the detective life.
After I woke up, I stared at the ceiling for a while. Zora's words rang in my head. 7 o'clock tonight. I had to do what they asked of me, but I wasn't sure where the data they wanted was stored. I was running out of time. I sat up and made a decision. The sheet on the Liberators. I needed to complete it now. I had a feeling that all the puzzle pieces were there. If I found out who was in charge of the Liberators, I might finally understand what the data was all about and where to look for it. Or maybe I could force them to pay Zora's boss so he'd let Laura go.
Yeah, since we do know who is the leader of the Savian Front, the underground leader of the Savian Front, no, the one in our investigation. Sheets, the Liberators. Why did we make a sheet? The name of the company behind the Liberators is... They are based on... sure. They belong to... So it is not Milex, because then they wouldn't ask me that, right? They belong to sector mining and specialize... Well, actually... I mean, they do belong to mining, but... specialize Telonium. Sure. I can instantly submit it. Great. Well, we need to sit. What do I have on the Liberators? There's still something missing here. Oh, and wish me luck, Horace. Actually, wish me a smoke, Horace. What the... I have to do this? That is why I can submit it? You're kidding me. Okay. Well, I mean... Sure. I mean, can I go otherwise? Is that a possibility? Yeah, apparently not. Conrad, ready to come back to HQ? If the Liberators told the truth in that video, the second attack will go down today. We have to prevent it at all costs. Listen, Gary, I think I know who's behind the Liberators. What? Really? Yeah, I'll send you the name of the company. Good job, Conrad. I'll have the CEO arrested immediately. Okay. I'm on my way to HQ. See you in a bit. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? What? Okay. Just, I mean, I guess we can just point random fingers. Liam Campbell. Good morning, Conrad. I'm taking a walk in a little park near your place this morning. You know the one. Once you leave the elevator, just keep going straight past the fountain. I'll be sitting down for a coffee near the gazebo. Come around if you want to join me. I'll be here for another hour too. So now we have Liam in there because it wasn't obvious enough. Like, I had this information already from, you know, the thing. I'm out of money also. Apparently I cannot buy smokes. I can also apparently not buy this. There's no news? What the heck? I feel like the game is falling apart. Morning, Chief. Morning, Conrad. It's Campbell now. Right, you wanted to talk to me. It's still called Chief. I need you to give me your word that you won't tell anyone about our meeting today. Okay, you have my word. You're an excellent investigator, Conrad. You think? You have a sharp mind. You found the sniper's boat in the harbor. That helped us track him down and retrace his escape. You figured out what Benny's murderer looked like. Thanks to that, we were able to catch him and his associate on Joris Plaza. And you determined who had started the Liberators video at AdSpot. That's why we could go after Moore and Cox so quickly. Do you know what makes you so good at your job? Am I supposed to fail the one with the first one with the hotels? You know what makes you so good at your job? You question just about anything. In all my years at the CDI, I've never met a bigger skeptic than you. I doubt it. But that can also make your life harder if you want to climb the ranks at the CDI. However, if that doesn't concern you, you might want to have a closer look at the Sector 2 incident. I don't know exactly what it is they are trying to hide, but the data they are so desperately protecting has something to do with it. Who is hiding something? The Attorney General for sure, maybe just her. I think something happened back when she was the director of the CDI. Yeah, she kept holding information back to save Milex. She has been acting strange. The sudden decision to arrest Cox when she heard his name was the last straw. I have to go now. This will be the first evening without work I had in a while. And you'll be shot for that. I don't know why the camera is moving around, because obviously now you have this also with the reflections. That it's kind of like why are we doing this? Am I already drunk in the morning? Good luck, Conrad. Well, good luck, old man. I feel like I wanted to actually look something up, but I need more brain. We are not gonna talk with our wife, right? That is the last thing we want to do. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that is just that. My objective is just to enter the train, yeah. And we have to go all the way over here. Gary! Gary, what is it? Conrad, we are too late. What do you mean too late? The second attack, there was an explosion at Korean Church during the Savian's morning prayer. 8 people are dead and many more injured. Fuck! Come to the church immediately. I'm on my way. But no, it was actually... It was actually... Okay, no. Yeah, Gary just wants to single me out. He is gonna try to kill me. I know he does. Ivan actually has it all figured out. What? Oh. Yeah, fine, I guess we'll deal with a terror attack. God damn it. I would have rather been alone with Ivan. Okay, 8 this, there we go. Talk to Gary. Sure. Wait, where is this? Are we finally at Liquors? Are we finally in a new spot? And again, I cannot find anything here unless we are at the place of the investigation. Wait, that's the Acropolis. That's a cheap knockoff of the Acropolis. I mean, it's a nice little flair of the mental. Conrad, I love you. I also have to kill you. What took you so long? Sorry, I missed a connection. Did we? This is why CDI agents use cars. Look, here's what we know. The bomb was placed somewhere in the attic. It went off this morning at 10:03 during a mass. The church was packed. At least 17 people were injured, some severely. 8 people are dead. Do we know who did it? Yes, James Moore planted the bomb. Fuck. I was on his trail, but... I know, but we didn't stop him. He just didn't turn up on any ID scanners prior to the attack. He must have been holed up in a hotel for the past few days. But he finally turned up. Past few days? I thought he was only gone since yesterday. But he finally turned up on our radar half an hour ago. He was trying to get into the space elevator and got arrested on the spot. The police said he already half confessed his involvement when they confronted him. So we got him. Where is he now? Right over there. The police just arrived to hand him over to us. We should have a chat with him. What, interrogate him? Right now? Right here? Out in the open? Without a strategy? Without time to lose, don't you get it? There cannot be another attack. If he has accomplices out there, we need to find out now. Hold on, you're afraid. You think you might not get another chance because they'll take us off the case. Listen, Conrad. About that CEO you said was behind the Liberators. We brought him in, but at least at first glance it doesn't look like we got the right guy. I mean, of course he's going to say he didn't do it, but so far we couldn't establish any connection to Cox or Gonzalez or Benny. If you didn't get this one right either, we're in big trouble. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why we did that in the first place. Everything is going to be alright. Don't worry about it, man. Didn't you say that it's bogus to think that the good guys always win? I did. Doesn't mean we can't pull this one off. Come on, we have to talk to Moore. Is there still fire? Are we stepping into the fire? I mean, it was a nice sound effect until... Savians. Savians not welcome. Fuck Savians. GTS out? Outsiders out? Saditas. What am I looking at here? Where am I going? Conrad, what are we doing? Oh, hello there. Hey, Neil. Hey. Fuck. It's been 5 years at the CDI and days like these don't get any easier. There's a lot of blood downstairs. Yeah, well, at least you can be sure it is not on your hands. Come on, Neil. You know that this is not how it works. We're not in a movie where one hero catches the bad guy in the end. All we can do is try our best. Sometimes it's just not enough. I know you're right, but it's hard to feel that way right now. How are your analyses going? I'm trying to find out what type of explosive was used. I don't have much hope, to be honest. This was some powerful stuff, for sure. But so far, I'm not sure any success finding out... Wait, I'm not having any success finding out what exactly. Shit. Well, if anyone can do it, it's you. Thank you. Maybe if I find a better sample, let's talk, okay? Alright, I guess it's time for me to interview the perp. I mean, it's not like we are gonna find anything here, right? Hello, one female officer of the force. All with the same hairstyle. Can't believe this happened. Hey, Agent Kumar, thank you, officers. Neil, right on time. Mr. Moore, Agents Gary Long and Neil Conrad, CDI. We know that you set off the explosive. What are the Liberators planning next? What? No, the Liberators? I don't know. You have to believe me. I don't know. This had anything to do with the Liberators. I was told the building would be empty. The bomb must have fired late. Nobody was supposed to get hurt. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Well, boo-hoo for you. People tend to get hurt in bomb attacks. Who told you to do this? It was Mr. Cox. He offered me money. I don't know what I was getting into, I swear. What exactly did Cox tell you? Not much. He handed me the device for the hack at the ad spot, and he told me where to place the bomb. How did he procure the explosives? I don't know. They are not a part of our equipment. He must have gotten it from somewhere else. From whom? I don't know. I don't know, okay? Shit, 8 people. What have I done? Okay, asshole, it's time to cut the bullshit now. You have to know something about who is behind all this, or what the next target is going to be. Why is it that every motherfucker we talk pretends to know nothing? Either you talk now or you pay for it. No, please, I'm already getting lifelong and plus 50. It's the truth, I told you everything. Last chance or you'll regret it. Come on, Gary, I think he... What the... Let go of him! Talk, motherfucker, I don't believe a word you're saying. Shit, Kumar, help me pull him off. Gary, snap out of it. Well, actually, he punches like a girl. You hurt my neck. Yeah, I feel my neck hurting as well. Gary, please, give me a massage. You don't get to complain after what you did, do you hear me? Mm-hmm.
Over the years at the CDI, I had seen some pretty bad shit. Homicide, mass suicide, human trafficking, rape. Some of those memories were burnt into my brain, but I never knew in the moment if something would stick with me or not. This was different. I knew right away I would never forget the sight of those mangled corpses under the rubble. The sight alone was horrid, but the worst part was the gnawing feeling that I could have prevented all this. The way Gary had gone off on Moore made me think that deep down he felt the same.
Mangled corpses? I mean, there is blood, but... I'm not seeing any mangled corpses here. What is this shit? I have been betrayed of the sight of true death. Also, yeah, why would we just literally talk to her? Why, game? Why do you do that to me? Are you literally falling apart right now? I'll let you know if I find anything. Enter the train. Oh, what the fuck, dude? I'm literally, like 50% of this game is just riding the train back and forth. Come on, man. I literally can't find anything here. It's not even an investigation. Like, come on, deduce some shit. I can't believe this happened. Yeah. I can't believe you did this.
I was supposed to write a report on my findings in the Liberator's case, but I wasn't able to concentrate for even a second. First, I needed to wait for my colleagues to go home to be alone with Saito. He always worked late. But then what? What if he refused to help me? The idea of having to force him was devastating. He was my friend, after all. When I finally managed not to think about it anymore, a much more dire thought crept up on me. Laura might die tonight. And if she did, it would be my fault.
You know, I get why you are saying this, but at the same time, I do have to question why your fault? Because, like, what else could you have done? Oh, wait, this is the roof. They finally let me up. I actually did not. Okay, this is HQ. Well, they... Ah, you fuckers. Why is there... What? Oh my god, no. Okay, so... There are so many detectives that need to come up here to sit on a bench. But apparently not on the roof. They're just cuckolding me with this. I will never get up on this roof, god damn it. What secrets are you hiding? I can't even go to any door. Ah, my fucking lord. Submit the sheet, the data. Okay. Again, there's nothing that I can find that's just straightforward, follow the way to the bar. Like, you know, I would have loved to go to the harbor or something like that. Just to talk again with the people. Or like, you know, finding some extra stuff here, some loose change. But of course not. We are very straightforward. Well, I'm the chief now. Where's Saito? You know he is not here anymore. Nobody else is here, so why would Saito be here? And I still can't go up there either. Why do I even try? It's just nothing. It's constantly nothing. It's always nothing. Nope. First, I'm gonna go. Why are you still here? Okay. I cannot interrogate anyone. Sure. At least I can sit in my chair. And now we are sitting there. And we keep on sitting there. You're still around? Submit the fucking sheet. Why am I submitting the sheet? What the fuck is happening? If I'm expecting William to be behind it, but okay, that is not something the game has told me. So if I'm not suspecting anyone behind it, and it's just, oh, the boss has told me that, why am I submitting that shit? Why would it be saving the tag 1800 Drovia? Why would it be in the system if she actually kept the data away? How would that be the data that they are looking for? Dude, I'm just... If the Attorney General wanted to keep it safe, then it would not be in the system, right? And again, why would we do it then? So not 1800. It wouldn't be somewhere in her time. So it would not be the original, it would be somewhere in her time that she got approached by Milex and blah. Right? That would be what we are going with. But again, why, if she tries to now take, this stick and I can't hand it out and I have that information now, but why would that be if, you can just find the information in the system anyways? Hey, Saito. Neil, hey, you're working late. Listen, there's something I need to talk about here. Why are you working this late? Of course, what's the matter? Yeah, why are you working that late? Very lucky coincidence. Saito, I'm sorry. Sorry, for what? Is everything alright? I'm the bald man. No, it's not. My daughter. Laura was abducted. And the people who took her want something from me. I need your help to get it from them. For them. What? Laura was abducted? When? By whom? By a group of mercenaries. Shit, I'm so sorry, Neil. You could just tell me that story and I don't know if any of that is true. What's the CDI's plan of action? The CDI? What do you think those people would do if I told the CDI about it? Wait, you didn't tell anyone about the CDI? At the CDI? No. Look, we don't have much time. The mercenaries want me to help them get the data back from that they stole from the chief. They managed to create a backdoor at the CDI network. They can briefly alter the access rights to the folder they want from the CDI database. But they won't be able to retrieve it. That can only be done from a local computer. That's where you come in. You are a sysadmin, right? You have to grant their request for access to a specific folder you're not usually able to see. Yeah, exactly. What? They'll pull all the data from the folder to your local drive. Put it on a stick and give it to me. They made it clear it was not to be sent over the web. Okay, listen, holy fuck. I'll bring them the data and then I'll get Laura back. Neil, you realize you can't trust those people, right? Why are you so convinced that they'll hold up their end of the bargain? Because the game doesn't give me another option. If you want to save Laura, you have to ask the higher-ups at the CDI for help. I don't know enough about those people. No chance the CDI would be able to track them down in time. The hack will go down in 5 minutes. If I don't hand them the data tonight, they might kill her. I have an idea. Once they open up the folder thereafter, I might be able to locate the source of the backdoor. We'll explain to the others what's going on and we'll raid the location before the handover is scheduled. We'll have Laura back before they find out what we never went through with the hack. If we do it that way, do we still get to retrieve the data from the folder? We won't need it, but if you can't trace them and don't get the data, we have nothing. Fine, I'll accept the data transfer either way. I'll delete it if I'm able to trace the hack. Like, I don't... You can do that? I mean, they have been completely inept so far, so I guess that would work. I kinda do wanna know, but at the same time... Like, I mean, our daughter got to die, right? Otherwise, the omniscient explainer Conrad from his own future wouldn't be talking like that, right? Okay, well then let's talk to the CDI. Okay, okay, good. I'm glad you agree. I'll find out what the location is and when we call Gary. I wouldn't do this if I was actually about the game myself, because Saito is definitely in with Gary. And Gary is in with Liam, William, Chief. What is this data anyway? What do they want? I'm not sure. I don't have time to explain. She's calling. Hey Neil, I got your sheet. You ready on your end? Yeah, we are ready. Good. We're searching that folder right now. I'll tell you when we have access. Listen, I can't find the folder that corresponds to the data you sent me. What? Impossible. You have to be overlooking something. No, I think you fucked up. The system detected our break-in. We'll be kicked out any second. I'm sure hold on. What do we do? What's going on? I think she's right. I'm not seeing any changes to the access right. Fuck. Okay, I need you to play along. Sora, Saito has the data. We're not sure why we're not seeing it, but it must have worked. We got everything. I'll see you tonight for the handover. You're not trying to mess with us, right? No, I'm not. I'll see you there. Goddamn, Neil. Shit. I couldn't get the location because she didn't come to the folder. What do we do now? We have to call Gary and the others now. I'm honestly glad that they fucked up. Let's see. Alright, I got the building where they want to meet you for the handover. It's an abandoned construction site. I still can't believe you didn't tell us earlier. What the hell were you thinking, Conrad? And how much information did you... Hey, Joe! Yeah, our science is the middest in the world. That's the joke. How much information did you feed them about the CDI and about our ongoing investigations? Those people are criminals of the worst kind. Have you forgotten your oath? You'll face serious charges for this, Conrad. Could you please leave him alone, Gary? He has got enough on his plate right now. Well, maybe he would be in a better position if he had told the CDI earlier. Or they would have shot Laura right away if he had caught a wind of it. We all had training in hostage negotiations, and I'm sure Neil followed as best as he could. I really don't care about it right now. Can we please focus on getting Laura out of here? Why are you still up? Yeah, I mean, after that... What did Germans do after that? We invented the seatbelt. No, that was not us, right? We invented how to pasteurize milk. No, that was not us. There was computer. Yeah, but quite frankly, every other country has beer that is just as good. Like, maybe if you're not looking just randomly, but yeah. They only have one brewery in Japan. I'm pretty sure. That was a fact that I was completely baffled by. Like, I mean, the White House has a brewery. So yeah, probably better than Japan, but only slightly. Like, I mean, half of the beer that we have is Anheuer Pusch and you know, from some mega conglomeration. So, I mean, most of it is not really worth to talk about. Like, every other country has craft beer as well. There's better beer than Augustina or Paulana. I mean, yeah, as long as we are not talking Löwenbräu, then I guess it is fine. I personally would prefer Weinstefan. No, no, actually, like, it is fine. Yeah, Eyinger and Oettinger is disgusting. Like I said, Löwenbräu is blah. Tegernseer is okay. Like, I would probably put Tegernseer in there as well. Like, Paulana is probably the top, yeah. Augustina, meh. But I mean, quite frankly, if I want to drink beer, I would drink like a Winterbock or something, like a malty beer, rather than anything else. So I'm not a straight Bavarian either. Can't really say if I'll get shot for that or not, but like, I mean, obviously, if we are talking crimes, like, we helped our guy because our daughter got kidnapped and we are trying to fuck our ex-wife again. So we set up a deal with the criminals that want data or some shit. And now we are getting confronted and our life is over and blah. But if it is consequences between that and smoking a blunt in Bavaria, then I guess I would have rather betrayed national security services and infiltrated their systems with a terrorist group. Because there's harsher punishment for illegal drug substances in Bavaria. But beer obviously is fine, so that is the thing. If I say I don't like beer, I don't know if I'll just get shot on sight, or if Söder will just skullfuck me until I'm dead. I don't know. Donald Trump game. What are you talking about? Yeah, there is, unfortunately, in the police force, there is only one haircut allowed for women. I mean, if you're just sitting in the office, you might have the option for another one. But yeah, those two, and one for if you are serving outside. Like, to the public, you can only be presented with a ponytail. Others are just not allowed. I agree. We don't have time to waste. As discussed, Neil will go to the handover and pretend that he has the data they want. Yeah, Neil is going there, sure. The stick will contain fake intel, which will hopefully trick them for long enough that they let it go with Laura. Assuming that they are planning on holding up their end of the bargain. We will listen via radio and see how the situation develops. I would actually be interested if the chief now lied to me. But like, if the chief is a double agent that tries to betray the Savian Front because he is actually the leader of the Libertarians, which are the terrorist group that want to kill the Savian Front. So now he is both the contact for the Savian Front money laundering operation, and he is the leader of the Libertarians, Liberators. So he actually blackmails them, and he knows that they are trying to get in to the system to find something, and that is why he has given me the wrong clue. Because otherwise I could not really, like... my god, if that is now that I fucked up because of the date, because I put in 1822 instead of 1800. This game is German, by the way, if you can't tell. Yeah, I mean, this is Gary. Gary is called Ivan. And Ivan is a broker, or a dude. And he is my partner. He is my friend. He'll arrest me. He sometimes shoots people, but he's a very nice guy. But he's also the evil incarnate. I don't trust him one bit. He's definitely working together with Saito. Saito lied about not being able to find the intel because he wants my daughter dead. Because that is what Gary told him to do. Because Gary is actually working with the evil guys. Once you're at a safe distance, we send your unit to arrest them all. If things go south, we'll have to intervene right away. Luckily, the building they picked has large windows. I had a look at the surrounding buildings. We can place snipers on several key positions. The enemy might have thought of the same. Watch out for hostiles when assuming your positions. Roger that. I'll brief the executive unit. We leave in 30. 30 seconds or 30 minutes? Chain smoker, punish your lungs. Yeah. Well, I mean, we have been conservative-led for basically all the time, right? What do conservatives not like? When there is educated people. What do they not like apart from it? When those educated people are actually sitting at non-government institutions like universities and faculties outside of their ideological alignment, right? And that is exactly how it looks like when we are looking at the German school system, where we still split up kids at age 10 to see about their future, and that was done since the 18th century, and we did do that with the utmost care to fuck up education as much as possible. So yes, who gets underfunded? Yay! Right? I mean, I'm not lying. I'm also not discussing conservatives being in charge for so long. And now that nobody can actually change the situation about our debt break, about that we can't actually take money out to maybe help the schools in any way, in any financial way at least. So yes, seems like a good enough way to fuck this up in 100 years. The education is underfunded everywhere. Unfortunately not. I mean, America is stupid about education, but they are differently stupid. As you can see, in America, it is not that they are necessarily underfunded by the government. It is that there is too little firms that they are actually interacting with. Because most of what they are doing in research is funded by big corp tech in California. But in Germany, who are we funded by? Yes, a federal system where everyone interacts on a basis of not trusting anyone else. How many big companies do we have? Well, apart from SAP, quite frankly, not that many. I mean, we have Bayer. But by now, who gives a shit about Bayer? And yeah, our automobile industry. Doesn't seem like there's many people that give money. We have Kraus Maffei. Maybe like Lufthansa. Those could. But yeah, apart from that, doesn't really seem to me that there's really such a big problem in other countries to fund at least research if they would really want to. While for us it is a big investment if we say, oh, 2 billion went into accus and solar panel technology and for coronavirus treatment and blah. Like, yeah, those big sums of 2 billion, and then America is standing there like, yeah, so we gave 3 billion to some random shit. I mean, it's sport, it's important. Can't have our sporty guys in the baseball team underfunded. Here's a new stadium. But yeah, this game is German, and yeah, it does not always make sense. Or if it makes sense, it is so convoluted that I'm not quite sure. Oh, Williams! Agent Conrad, welcome to our meeting. William, it's not Liam. I thought William was short for Liam. That is what our chief calls himself, Liam. And the game went out of its way to call him Liam. Because, no, I'm not called chief anymore, I am now a private person. Call me Liam Campbell. And I thought she fucked up with the William, and I thought like, okay, so William, like, and short is Liam, then that is, and he told us about the Drovia stuff, and so I thought, oh, Drovia. Glad you made it. I hope you didn't have any trouble finding this place. Also, he's bald as well. Why are you bald? My boy, you're trying to be a criminal organization. Why is everyone in your organization bald? Where's my daughter? You'll see her in a second. Let's make sure we're on the same page first. You came here alone, unarmed, and without anyone else knowing. Yeah. And you have to stick with the data we demanded, and you have to stick with the data you demanded your person. I got what you want. I got what you need. Drop your pants. And lastly, once you and your daughter are out of here, you will not tell anyone what happened ever. We won't. Very well, then we're good to go. If you would follow us down the basement. The basement? Shit, Conrad, we didn't plan on them going there. Yeah. Our snipers will lose visuals and comms we might go in there. Be ready to get messy. Keep them talking and distracted for as long as you can. No, I thought Liam is short for William. Dad? Laura, I am here now. It's going to be alright. Zora, you are up. Give me the stick. I need to check its contents. It's all there. And Neil, what are we doing? I thought we need to keep them talking. This game. I can help you get the data back. I need a little more time. Maybe I mixed up the stick. This game wants to tell me maybe I mixed up the stick, right? But she hasn't said anything, so why would I... Why wouldn't you let her speak? I thought we want to have some time. I'll help you get the data back. It's all there. Looks like the photo, right? Good. Moon, let the girl go. I have to see this for myself. Hold on. Did you hear that? CDI, drop your weapons, now! What the... just stands there like... Well, how did we get here anyways? Conrad, take cover! I'm already in cover. Dad! Daughter! Please stand there! Make yourself as broad and visible as possible. Open fire! Laura, get down! Well, you wanna tell me none of them got shot in a complete shootout? Laura, are you okay? I am dead, Dad. Sora, get your girl out of here, Conrad. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Don't look. It's over now, okay? Okay. Well, this was certainly an uneventful evening. I am sure none of the others hit their bullets. I just executed all of them. And Gary, you'll be next. Yeah, I don't know if there's any remaining brain cells in this.
And that's it. The most tumultuous days of my
Enter
life,
the multiverse.
and possibly in Garian history.
Rescued, bring
We
her
never did
home.
find out who was behind the Liberators.
I'm actually not quite sure. Is there a non-rescue
we
then?
weren't able to present enough evidence to convict anyone. There was something we must have missed. Luckily, the Liberators never launched another attack or made another statement. They just vanished into thin air. With the case still unsolved, I'm pretty sure Gary will never make chief now. The Liberators remain an active threat, even though there hasn't been another attack yet.
So does the game actually want me to play it again so that I can find different stuff? But no, this game is so way forward. Like it doesn't, I can never go anywhere else.
That data, even though I have an idea of what it might have been about. Maybe someday the truth will come out. As for my career at the CDI, I got into a surprisingly small amount of trouble after all. It looks like I'll get to keep my job if I want to. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
What are you talking about? Get the
Laura is free
girl.
again and seems to be doing okay.
We got the girls. Well, we got our wife and daughter. So like, okay, look. The whole thing was that we got back with our wife, or we could have just completely ignored her. And so like it was all about we broke up because I focused on my work. And then she was like, yeah, you're an asshole. And then I was like, yeah, I am. And she was like, yes, you are. And that is how we fell back in love again. You know how German writing is. You know, at some point I might actually agree with the Wukong, the Chinese game, that there's no feminist bullshit propaganda. I literally saw a movie today. That is literally what my title is referencing to as well. I saw a ZDF movie from the second German television. It was supposed to be a comedy. There was not a single scene that was in any way related to comedy at all. I guess they just did not have any, like, there was no point to that movie either. It was not drama, but that would have been probably the closest. There was no action. There was, like I said, no comedy. There was nothing deeply philosophical about it. It was more just like a biopic of how German writers at state-funded television imagine life to happen for women. And it's an absolute nightmare. because you're constantly sitting there and you're like, wow, that woman, I wanna, I wanna, I wanna love her so much, but I really can't stop my fists, and by now it is right through her face already, so why is this the good person? Um, that is like, oh my god, you are literally, yeah, Snow White. Oh my god, yeah, the one with the weird girl, right? Oh my god, yeah, that is the next one. But that is Disney. Disney, like I said, I hate watched The Acolyte, and that was also a thing of beauty. Like, I love that. That is such a good, like, when people are so different, and when you're just like looking at a part of society, like, the same way that I'm looking at right wing voters. Like, they are constantly voting for the parties with, like, oh yeah, the lions eat your face party, and then, oh no, how could they eat my face, right? Like that. And same with feminists, when nowadays feminism is, alienating women when they are normal. Like, normal not by my standard even, but just normal by the standard of, like, second wave feminism. Like, the third wave feminism, or whatever it is right now, who knows, is just like, oh, girls are perfect and men are bad, and we have to do everything sexism was beforehand, just from the other direction. And yeah, that is Disney right now. So, you know, that's fine. Do that if
I
you have
wonder
to.
every day about the scars this experience has left behind. Even though I know I'm not directly to blame, I will never forgive myself for inadvertently dragging her into all this. As for me, I am free again, as free as I was before, but my life is forever changed. Catherine and I are dating again, however crazy that sounds. Things are so different now. The world is so different that maybe something good can come of it again.
I mean, okay, I guess. Yeah. So, we got back with her, and why is he like, oh, I will never stop blaming myself for how I dragged my daughter into this. But maybe I'm gonna keep my job. Like, what are you talking about, man?
And finally, Zora. Easily the strangest person I've met in my life.
Is this where she jumped
Despite
from
the terrible things
like
she
3
did,
times?
I'm grateful for her help when it really counted. It took the CDI a while to find out anything about her previous life. Turns out her name used to be Elizabeth Davis. She and her friend Boyd had been picked up by the mercenaries as teenagers on the run. Both of them came from affluent Garian families, and both had been reported missing, presumed dead. When they burned her body, Zora's parents were the only ones there besides me. As I stared into the flames, I wondered what her life could have been.
Yeah. Well, and I'm only wondering if the game would have gotten me the option of soundtrack writing. Oh, they both wrote the game together, okay. I mean, that is not a lot of people. Like, I don't know if this was a first project, but yeah. That was not a lot of people to blend this out, so I guess I cannot really blame it. It was a indie game. But yeah, there we go. I don't know. I don't know if I like the game. I guess I want to know what would be in store for me. Also, please don't tell me the developers sung this song. Because please shut up. I don't. I know you want this to be a bittersweet song, but all I can hear is like his voice almost failing. Like, yeah, I could also sing like that. Please don't. This is not. Please, I'm sorry, but this is not the bittersweet ending song that you want it to be. Anyways, okay, I guess this was done on no budget. Like, it was financed by the German government, so it was done on like a budget of 350. So what can I say about how they actually came up with this, how they planned this out? Like, if you are literally writing with 2 people and you program with one of them, yeah. I mean, how much could they have done? So naturally, everything was closed off, and there was only ever one way that I could go with, and the optional thing is just like, do you want to do a thing or do you not want to do a thing? Like, okay, yeah, no, I get it. If that's the budget that we are going by, then I guess. But I mean, they are teasing this now as a, oh, there could have been like, you find out who the perpetrators are, which we are always calling perps for some reason. You save Sora, you do not save Laura, you get with your wife and you don't, and you become chief, and Gary becomes chief, and blah blah, like that I could die, that I could be blah blah, big guy at the terrorist group. But quite frankly, for all the speculations that we did, that like, oh, Gary is in on this. Okay, fine, we are going with the realism thing. The guy that has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with it and is just a straightforward guy. Okay. Saito has something to do with it. No, Saito can just randomly hack everything. Even though it is exactly the parts that you would think the police does not actually have access to. But no, Saito can. Sure, he just helps us. That's good or something. And so the bittersweet ending is here that Sora died. Because in the end, Sora did a good thing. You know that Sora fucking kidnapped my daughter and brought her into this situation? Am I supposed to be feeling bad about this? Also, how am I feeling bad for our guy here? Nothing was said. Nothing in the end was said about the oh, there's no other terrorist group, but nothing was said about the mercenaries. What is their goal? What did they want? I mean, they wanted the data, which is great, but what does that mean? They literally just tried. Like, I mean, Boyd, we said, killed Benny, right? So they worked as both the libertarians, now the liberators, and the mercenary groups. And so they did a, bad thing here about like a double crossing themselves, because they are mercenaries and they're evil, and so none of the corporations that I talked with had anything to do with it. The Attorney General was not mentioned at all. Nothing about this case actually mattered at all. It was just one mercenary group that was also the terrorist group, and that is why it stopped, right? Because Boyd, we said Boyd shot Benny, right? That was the thing. I'm pretty sure, maybe I'm just misunderstanding, maybe I'm just mixing people up again, but the fact that I'm not sitting here like, oh yeah, well, now that ending tied a lot of things together. No, I'm just sitting here, okay, we know jack shit about literally everything. We know nothing about the companies. We know nothing about the police force or the attorney general. We know nothing about the mercenaries. And we know nothing about the terrorist group. And we don't know if we are gonna disappoint our wife again. So, yeah. By the way, what does play actually do?
And
that's it. Okay, yeah.
The most tumultuous days of my... We never did find out who was behind the Liberators. I had gotten so close, but ultimately, we weren't able to present enough evidence to convict anyone. There was something we must have missed. Luckily, the Liberators never launched another attack.
Okay, but
or
it's
made
just
another statement. They just vanished
okay.
into thin air.
It's just playing the same text now, even though we are in the main menu.
Now, the Liberators remain.
Can you please?
And nope. That's it.
We can't. Okay.
Most tumultuous.
So then we switch profiles. Okay, so we are at the epilogue now.
The Liberators. I had gotten so close, but ultimately we weren't able to present enough evidence to convict anyone. There was something we must have missed.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play from the beginning of the game either, and it didn't let me actually...
They just vanished into thin air.
It didn't let me save somewhere else while we were playing. I thought that was the thing, like you have to live with your choices. But now it presents to me, oh, there is 18 different choices that you could have made that affect the ending. Well, then give me 18 different save files. Let's look at the Steam achievements. Okay. What is in there? What did we get? Will it have mattered? Tell your story to win. Okay, I'm telling my story so that it is, I'm guessing that there is one where Laura gets shot, one where I get shot, one where we both get shot, or maybe let's just die together. Maybe when we are dead, we are not getting the girl. Chainsmoker, punish your lungs. 4.5% of the players got this achievement, which I got completely out of order. I mean, it says it got it to me this early, but also we played for 12 hours, right? So maybe like 2 hours of this is just me talking. So it's not a long game. But we solved the first act 2 days ago. And then I had like 5 hours in the game. And then now we solved the second act at 6 a.m. And then we completed the third act at like 30 minutes later. So I'm guessing there must be a whole ton that I missed. Like, be nice and de-escalate with the good cop. Okay. I have no idea where I would have gotten that. So then, is this the right thing? Try to start a war. Demonstrate your sleuthing skills. Okay. Try to prevent a war. So those things would have been another choice if I went with them now, right? Like they are gonna tell me what the big thing is. Chonky boy, serve up lots of insects, catch a break, blah, be a kind of quitter, come to the dark side. She's got a point. Is this the acolyte? This is Catherine's portrait. We know. I know because hey, I got the thing here. I got the card. So, what? She has got a point. Come to the dark side. Serve up lots of love. Okay. So I can have my pet starving. No, I'm starving my pet because I'm like there's three options, 3 or 4 times in the game. Um, do you talk with Horace, like our pet, lizard? Or do you just stare at it, something like that, or do you serve it bugs, like do you feed it, or do you pet it, give it love? And then you want to tell me that there is achievements for serve up insects every time or serve up love every time. Like, why the fuck would I actually do that? Listen to the corporate overlords. I have also no idea where I would have gotten that from. Nobody can stand in your way. Bad cop. Like, again, I don't even know. Good cop, bad cop. Where would I have gotten that? Shortcuts. Cut corners wherever possible. Literally. There was not always shortcuts. That is literally when we are running past our wife, right? I'm not quite sure how it goes, but like, yeah. I don't. Where is shortcuts? I think there's literally only one shortcut right in front of our house. And then they have entered the multiverse, which I guess is not then based on this, right? Or is it? So, like, it would be. What would it be then? Try to start a war, try to prevent a war. Have my daughter shot because I'm, fucking this up. Have myself shot. That's 4. So then 5 endings. Where would the other endings be? Like, how do I want to actually play more of this game if it is just like, oh yeah, 1 out of 8, and there's just nothing? Like, yeah, I could have picked the one other option of oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna not work with the CDI. That would be a second one, right? And like maybe then this situation of try to start or prevent a war, that there would be something else happening here. But why would I want to play the whole game just for that again? If the third act is like half an hour long, maybe then it's like 20 minutes longer. But if you just let me end it this way with me not even being able to play a third act and the game just tells me, yeah, you found a jack shit. Sorry, dude. You skipped the ending, I guess, by trying to save your daughter. You don't even have a save file. You have to literally go through the whole game again. Come on, man. But I still got the good ending. We still get to fuck. And yeah, I guess we have a daughter or something. And we get to keep our job. Or something. But for some reason, with how miserable he said he is, we do get him saying, "Oh, this could be a good thing, or something good could happen from this." Is there discussions? Lacuna forum index Spanish, please. Spanish remapping keys. Lacuna multiple endings. There we go. Since we are getting a lot of questions about the finales in various places, I'll put up a quick description of each one right here for future reference. If you think you fulfilled the requirements to get a finale and didn't get it, please report it below possible bugs. Okay. Is there any way to view the multiple endings without playing the game from scratch. Yes, thank you. Like, I'm not the only one. I tried searching YouTube, found nothing because nobody plays this game. Is there any kind of soul would share their findings? Okay, so thank you for answering, Julian. That is number one. And have this tied into the game because, goddammit. There are 8 endings or finales as we call them internally. 2 of which are good, 2 of which are bad, 4 of which are medium. 6 finales take place in the handover location, only 2 at the Mercenaries HQ. Endings 1 to 4 all take place in the handover location. If you do not side with the CDI before the final scene and you submitted the correct data, you have a good standing with Sora. You get ending 1, a good ending. Neil goes to the handover and gives the data to mercenary. Sora vouches for him and he and Laura get away unscathed. You submitted the wrong data, have a bad standing with Sora. You get ending 2, a bad ending. Neil goes to the handover without the data. Sora doesn't help him. He gets shot and paralyzed and mercenary take off with Laura. Yes, that is definitely what we need. You submitted the correct data and you have a bad standing with Sora. You get ending 3, a medium ending. Neil goes to the handover, gives the data to the mercenaries. Laura is let go, but they try hold back Neil and force him to continue working for them. Okay. You submitted the wrong data. You have a good standing with Sora. You get ending 4, a medium ending. Neil goes to the handover without the data. Sora sacrifices herself to save him from getting shot. Neil and Laura get away unscathed. Okay. Endings 5 and 6 take place at the Mercenaries HQ. Endings 6 and 8 go down at the handover location. If sided, so if we sided with DCDI before the final scene and you submitted the correct data and you have a good standing with Sora, you get ending 5, a good ending. The CDI raids the Mercenaries HQ. Sora turns on Williams and is arrested. Neil and Laura get away unscathed. Okay. You submitted the wrong data and have a bad standing with Sora. You get ending 6, which, like said, handover location. Neil is shot and paralyzed. The mercenaries take off with Laura. The CDI intervenes too late. So it's just about the wrong data. You submitted the correct data and you have a bad standing with Sora. You get ending 7, a medium ending. The CDI raids the mercenaries. Neil shoots Sora to save Laura. Neil and Laura get away unscathed. You have submitted the wrong data and you have a good standing with Sora. You get ending 8, a medium ending. Neil doesn't learn the HQ's location. The staged handover goes south, but Sora buys Neil enough time for the CDI to intervene. She gets shot while Neil and Laura get away unscathed. We wanted the ending a player gets on their run to feel meaningful. But I also understand that's a little frustrating having to play through the whole game again. Okay. Yeah, why don't you just give me a save file? Why don't you just make me a save file? Because apparently everything is tied to the ending of the game. And also, the chief doesn't matter at all. The corporations don't matter at all. Right? Because, I mean, if decided with the CDA, blah blah scene, The CDI raids the mercenaries HQ. Sora turns on Williams and is arrested. I mean, yes, that is a good ending. And the other good ending is you correct that good standing with Sora. Neil goes hand over and gives the data to mercenaries. Sora vouches for him and he and Laura get away unscathed. How is that a good ending? They are a mercenary group and again, there's nothing here about the terrorist group. I mean, I guess we are finding out in that, which I am just guessing, but I mean, why would I guess wrong? Because I'm always kind of more right while playing the game about the game than the game is about the game. That this is just the terrorist group on top of it, and they are being paid by the corporations, and now they are trying to get the data to exploit them. Is that what we're doing? But we are supporting them. They kidnapped my daughter, and we are just handing them the data that they wanted. And we just let them get away? I don't know. I got a medium ending. I mean, the other endings with the wrong data is also just am I getting shot? So I got one of the ones with I got the wrong data, but I don't get shot. Yeah, that is a medium ending. I don't. Ugh. Ugh. Wouldn't you instantly rule out the game after getting some undesirable outcome of a given situation? If not, you're a rare gem. Otherwise, you wouldn't actually be able to feel the effect as intended. It's not only about the narrative, it's also about the impression it causes on you. If you don't fully care about the consequences of your actions, what are the consequences of my action? That the bad person who kidnapped my daughter got shot? Because I didn't want to help the people trying to steal from the police? I also wanted to see all the endings, but I have no problems with games that are. Wait, but yeah, this is okay. So, has Julian said anything? Let's stay nice about it. I appreciate that you both enjoyed the game, and it's valid that you have different opinions on certain aspects of it. To be fair, you always play any game the way the developers force you to, but I also get why the save system is somewhat controversial. As most things in game dev, the way it ended up is a complex mix of original intention, player feedback, technical limitations, and more. So 3 save files for a game like this was the maximum. I do think that knowing you have only one run, one chance at getting it right, makes a more intense experience. I originally had the idea from a Minecraft run many years ago, where dying would have meant permanently losing a lot of what I had worked for. I was never as immersed in a game, but that is Minecraft. Did you play a Minecraft where you had a narrative-driven experience? Lacuna's story couldn't stand on its own otherwise, but the save system does seem to make it more intense for a lot of people. We sometimes watch streamers play, and further they get, the longer they take for the decisions, the more they second guess themselves. Usually I just second guess this game with if it tells me bullshit or not, like with the Williams. But hey, maybe I'm just wrong. Williams is not like Liam is not short for William. Maybe what is Liam short for, right? Like, Liam is a boy's given name of Irish origin. It is a diminutive of the British name William, meaning helmet of will or protection. Liam also points to a strong-willed warrior. So baby can hope to embody the courage and determination. So yes, Liam is short for William. Or Julian. So I was not wrong about that. We sometimes watch streamers play, and the further they get, the longer they take for the decision, the more they second guess themselves. Yeah. Because I felt like half of the stuff that I made decisions about, I was just gaslit by the game about, no, this is wrong because obviously. And they did never explain it. It's just like, oh, obviously it was wrong. Oh, it was so obvious that this was wrong. And meanwhile, I did my deduction and I was like, well, I put together the information the game has given me. And then the game is just like, no, that is obviously wrong. How would you come to that conclusion? Well, because of the information that you've given me. I don't think it would be the same if they could just go back at will and change the decisions. To be fair, instantly going back would not be possible in many cases because consequences often don't become clear until much later. No. I mean, maybe with Sora do I have a good or bad standing with Sora, but that is only bound to that one decision of do we actually tell the message right? But what do they think we are doing with those people? Like, what do you think we actually do as the police with that dude? He is a Guardian citizen as well. So, oh yeah, he's a bad guy. No, but obviously we imprison them. The message that he is still alive, like he is still in there. He is gonna sit for life, or at least however long for murder and blah and conspiracy, whatever. However long he is getting, which probably is a long time, he will sit for that. So the only thing that she found out with me being nice to her, giving her the message, is that he is still alive. Which, did you expect that we are just killing them? That is the only thing that changes, right? Because otherwise it is literally just like, do I have the right or the wrong data? Well, that is what I decide literally right at the end. And the other one is, do I side with CDI or not? Well, that is literally at the exact same point. So 2 out of the 3 things that of your 2x2x2 are already just, and like I said, the good or bad standing with Sora doesn't actually change anything. Just if she dies or if I get paralyzed or blah. But it doesn't matter. Obviously that doesn't matter. So like the things that actually would change the story is literally right at the end of the game. So give me a save file. Make a save file from the game about here's 95% of the game and now do your 2x2 decision. But again, even with the decision, we would not know what is about the terrorists now. What about the corporations? What about the Attorney General? What about our boss? Bah! All that being said, there are some things we could have done better and will try to improve upon future titles. Like I said, this is one of the early projects of the studio. For instance, placing save points closer to one another. Placing how would that work? You're constantly overwriting the save points. I mean, it annoyed the shit out of me when I saw that, like, oh, my last save point is like a half an hour back. If I stop playing the game now, like that is on a technical level bad. But the other thing is just frustrating from the narrative side of, or like from at least the artistic side of things. how do I experience a story as a streamer and as a player? That is bad. But yeah, like this is on a technical level, it's bad because the game is overwriting my save file anyways, and I can't actually jump in when it's important. Like if you're just giving me more save points, then it's just gonna overwrite when I want to reload. So like, how would that help? Giving the players who already beat the game the ability to replay their save games from any chapter. I mean, I guess from any chapter, like that, because chapter 3 was half an hour long. Like yeah, that I think like chapter 3. When did it pop up that we got chapter 3? It was when we were sitting on top of the building of HQ, right? I don't mean to continue the discussion here. I think everybody stated their point of view and given perspective as a developer as well. Okay. Yes, that's me. Did another playthrough last night. Trigger another outcome, but I get one that I already had seen. Blah blah. Okay, yeah. Okay. He stated his opinion. Well, that's disappointing. I wish I hadn't now. The ending I got was terrible, and I don't want to play through it again. I'm surprised it got good reviews. No, not to trust it again. Well, the fact that I could save Sora and save Laura at the same time makes me feel bad. Not having a good standing from Sora. Wait. But yeah. You know that she actually did. She could have gotten out at any way, at any point. She could have just quit. She could have quit at any point, not actually kidnapping our daughter. Yeah, I mean that is what Sora said, right? That is what Sora said. Wouldn't the world be better off without most humans? Aren't most humans bad people? Wouldn't most humans be better off dead? You have a problem I have. When your IQ is high, you think everyone is at your level. Well, the thing is, my IQ, like from every, I've done 2 IQ tests, and both of the times they are completely normal, like 100. like I'm smack down in the middle of what would be considered intelligent. And the thing is, I'm considering myself more stupid than most people because I do know how I'm solving like whenever there's also, what have I told you, bots? What have I told you? I do not want the best viewers, I want the cheapest viewers. God damn it. I hate it. I like though that they came in with 2 of them at the same time. Like it is you watching now, Joe. You are the only viewer in my 5-hour stream. Apart from that, I had one person with cheap viewers on blah blah blah. And the nice thing is, because so many people on Twitch have that problem now with those bots, with the viewer stuff, that they now have to see that they don't get banned from chat by Autobot or Automod. So they are changing the messages, right? And in this case, like the cheap is done with a hyphen, and that it hopefully doesn't get detected by Automod. And then I had one person with a Discord scam. Well, bot obviously. And because I do not have the emote expansion for Twitch, right? I'm Panic Apex, a gamer, comma, I really love this game, controller emoji, smile emoji, and I actually wish we could team up for games, comma, then no spaces. I'm also a streamer. Find me on Discord. Panic. Dude. So yes, I want the cheap viewers. I do not care about the best viewers. Apart from obviously when they are calling me intelligent, that I do appreciate. Yeah, it would definitely explain why I'm playing this. But like I literally before I started the stream, I literally thought to myself, I sometimes have real gems showing up. At least like real gems. Of course, do I never take fault with narrative games? Most of the times I do think, oh, this could have done this could have gone this way or that way. But for one, I do like streaming narrative games, especially because I'm always coming on with my stream cycles. So I now have 12 days here, I have a week here, I have 5 days here, and then I'm streaming. Um, basically because I'm not gonna stream full time as I did when I had no job. Um, but yeah, like, I'm not trying to be popular on Twitch, right? So um, the one bad thing about it is who watches narrative games on Twitch? Basically nobody, which I don't really understand because I do like to, but they are not really popular games, and who really would watch that you are watching this because of Grim Dawn that you found me. But yeah, all of my viewers that I have on my stream are always from when I streamed back in the day, like in 2018, 2019. The latest came around at 2020. I do not get any new viewers on Twitch, which is nothing new. Like we have discussed this way years back already. So that is not the problem, but it is a thing that like so far on this stream cycle for the last 8 stream days that I had not a single new viewer in the stream, right? And I had like with you, I had like 3 chatters, right? So no, without you, obviously. Like, so I had 4 chatters at all. Um, I do like to play. Um, Wait, so you actually have a IQ of 160? 120 is 9%. Yeah, see, like that's I do not necessarily 120 IQ. No. I mean, you gotta, right? Like it's you're going from the normal distribution, right? Yeah. I can kind of see it. But they were lying to you. Giga calculator. What is this? Oh yeah, Belker. Yeah, okay. Yeah. But it is supposed to be right, like a SmackDown middle is supposed to be 100. They are just constantly adjusting it to the 100. Um, so at least I got smarter from the first time I took the test and then from the second time. But I'm pretty sure they were different questions. So it was probably something that where just one of the questions was better suited for me, and I was better at that, and then the other one, like I don't think I just got the same results, right? The, or that it was the same test. No, but yeah, like I don't know. IQ is such a relative thing, anyways. So let's just say I know that even if I was smarter, like what I think is happening for me is the same thing that happens for most other people that are alone quite a bit. They overthink. They churn things over in their head, maybe introverted, and yeah, they think a lot. So then you're naturally seeming a bit smarter than you are. Even what you are thinking does not have much value, right? And that is what I'm thinking for myself. Like I'm just blasting out a lot of bullshit, and then sometimes when I have enough time to actually think about it and churn it over for long enough, then something intelligent comes from it. But a smart person would say something correct right away because they are smart enough to actually grasp a concept right away. And for me, it's just like, oh yeah, let me get back to you on the issue in like 5 to 7 business days, and then I can say something intelligent about it. That is just my intelligence. So, like I said, there is different kinds of intelligence, and it's just usually measuring intelligence is just how well adjusted or over adjusted you are to society, as in, like, over adjusted for me would then be, in this case, you are smart enough to handle every situation that life throws at you right away, or that you are excelling at something so much that you can actually build something up for yourself. Like, oh, I built a business because I'm so good at my field that I can make something of it. And hey, I'm an expert in this field now, maybe even with less work than other people would have to put in, that have that 100 IQ, right? So they are over proportionally intelligent. Like, same as a doctor can be an absolute idiot. Like, have you like you probably studied as well, right? Some of the doctors and even the professors that we had, you would think that when you are spending like 15 years in academia trying to learn, and also being an instructor to others, that you would not be a complete asshole in real life. But no. And like, okay, maybe asshole as in like, oh, maybe they had they had problems otherwise, or they, like psychological issues. But no, like, they are also idiots in real life. Are they complete idiots? Obviously not. But like, maybe they have like, someone with an IQ of 140 could definitely fail at academia as we presented to have a PhD, and someone with like a 105 would be sitting around, being regarded a coryphée at his field, which is just like, okay, that dude, if you gave them a nail and a hammer, you would have to be afraid that they are, hammering an eye out, and then also hitting, like, with the one side they're hammering an eye out, and with the other they hit the thumb. But like, they're good at what they're doing, so it's generally accepted, like, oh yeah, you need calculations for a lot of things in life, so they're good with that. They're good at planning, so hey, 2 out of 3 things. They don't have any hand-to-eye coordination, but they are not creative. But why would you need to be if you're just good at math and planning, right? So it is enough for a PhD. It is enough to excel in most things in life, because there's enough in life that you don't need to actually do anything else. And for me, it is the same thing. I'm horrible at academia. I hate taking tests. I also have my psychological problems, right? Like, I'm constantly a nervous wreck when other people put me on the spot, when I have to explain something. That was a whole thing why I did start streaming, that I wanted to actually be able to talk in front of other people, because I'm so introverted in normal life. Um, I hate the feeling of actually doing something wrong, which obviously is hampering with my achievements all over. Because if you want to learn something, then obviously you will make mistakes, right? I know, yeah, I know other streamers. There's a lot of special cases. It does not take much to turn on a stream. Let's say it like that. You have to fit in to become accepted in academia. Cannot be because in the end administrators takes over. Mm, yeah, yeah. Well, but like I said, you do have to fit in. Um, it is less about intelligence if you have a PhD in something. You need to be good in your field, but your field is not gonna be all of life. It is if you are good at taking tests, if you're good at fulfilling the work that they are giving you, which again is just a small part in life. And most of the time, you just have to do the jobs that they are giving you, or that have the prospect of getting you ahead. Because I'm sure that academia kicks out a lot of people who would be much better at their job. But they are saying, yeah, well, fuck that. I'm not gonna, especially with how it is built up. Like, university degrees are notoriously horrible with how you have to publish stuff, how you get your spots in academia. Um, most of the people that are worth their dime go into the free market and say, hey, I'm earning 150K. Like I have a friend that had biochemistry and linked that with programming. And yeah, he now has a job. Like he had like I don't know how long he spent there, like 13 years he spent trying to get from his doctor to having a, you know, having a place for himself, that he's not doing just the helper's work for for the dudes that are sitting there with like, yeah, well, so you do most of the work of the paper and I'll put my name on it, more or less. Um, and then you know, since they couldn't actually offer him more than another year's contract or 2 years, and he said like, okay, you know what? Fine, I'm gonna search for a job. And then he got offered a job. He is now traveling all around the world for I don't know what he even is at this point, because since then I have not really spoken with him. I've only seen him once. Um, but yeah, he earns well. Let's say well, and well is an understatement. Let's say he earns like a god. Traveling all over. He's like a last time he was about to work in America for like 3 months, and then after that he would have flown over to having dealings in South America. Like he would have worked in North America, and then to South America, and like obviously he's still living in Germany. Dude, he has a company car um, that is worth close to like 80,000. And I think with what he actually got in there, it must have been pretty much high end equipment. So like or you know, interior. So probably higher. So yeah, people who actually are worth their time go and do something with their education outside of academia. But yeah, what were we on about? Oh yeah, right. Why do I like story games? Because when there's no people around, then I have a really nice time with actually just playing games that I want to play anyways. And narrative games are obviously, you can play with yourself relatively nicely. But I also do enjoy story games because yeah, they fill the mind. And I've thought about this with um, to think the six no six clue at any point. Yeah, there was also clues. That is, yeah. That is right. We never had that figured out either. Oh my god, that was the more I think about this game, the more it pisses me off. I'm gonna write a negative review. Anyways, um, I started this game today. Like I started the stream literally before the stream. I thought about the same thing. Do I enjoy Lacuna overall? And obviously now I wanted to play it, but there is narrative games that I do have a really good time with. Like when a game hits, I'm actually having a really good time with it. Um, Definitely like a here, for example, we had Wantless last time, which was actually really fun for a game that I did not expect anything from. Um, there's definitely games that suck me in. I actually now have more hours in Grim Dawn than in Titan Quest. Goddamn. No, but like Magicraft, like there's definitely a lot of gameplay games where I have a ton of fun. Probably even slightly more than with narrative games, but that is still saying if a narrative game hits well, then it is easily in the top ranked games as well for me, because I always value a good story. With Battle Brothers, for example, yesterday, I did not have much fun with the gameplay. I thought, this is another German game, by the way. This is from, oh, fuck. Thank you. See, that is what real viewers, or I guess I do need some best cheap bots. That is what you would be good for. But yeah, Battle Brothers, for example, is another German developer game. And they are from Hamburg, I think. And yeah, so Lacuna is a German game. Battle Brothers is a German game. Halls of Torment is from a German developer. So yesterday we had a whole German day. And I have to say, Halls of Torment is kind of fun, but also very basic. So I want to say this is mid. Battle Brothers, I can see how it is a game that some people do enjoy. Yeah, I'm staying true to my heritage. Yeah, no, I can see how some people would play this, but you can see it in the Steam achievements as well. Like this is literally the tutorial mission, and also fail a contract is something that you can easily get that to fail or even flee. And those are only 60%. So that is a game that is hard to get into. And I do have to say, from the gameplay itself, when something went wrong, it was just because I got one shot. Well, okay, one time I got zonked, but like apart from that, which is literally, oh, I have never played the game beforehand, and I need to learn the mechanics, and one of those things I did not do perfectly. Sure, but the one things or the other two things where something actually did go wrong, or the three things, is when I had no information about anything. There was no way to solve this otherwise, and the other two things are just me getting one shot. Like, what is there to do for me? Maybe there's something to do for me, but then I wouldn't know it while I'm playing without any other information. So this I can definitely see as a grind game where if for some reason I'm playing this and I'm getting into it, then I have like 100 hours in this game because I'm grinding the best units and blah blah blah, and do some crazy shit for this, and then I wanna get the achievements and blah. Like definitely yes, would also be a good time. But if I'm not having that good time, and I did not have that good time, I'm now sitting there like I know that there's probably a game where if I got caught by it, I would have gotten like 100, 200 hours in this, and it would have been quite okay. But with a story game, it's like usually 10 hours, 12 hours, something like that. And if it is a good game, then it hits, and it hits hard. Like, for example, I said I rewatched Steins Gate recently. And Steins Gate, obviously an anime from a novel, which stands to this day as literally one of the two experiences where time travel, like the other one would be basically 12 Monkeys, literally one of the only stories where time travel is actually done well. Otherwise, I hate the mechanic of time travel. So that is in itself already super amazing. And again, that is one of those things that shaped my my love in anime, right? Heroes of the Storm, I did for like 2 hours. Yeah, that was the Blizzard game, right? Also, Flame in the Flood is a EA game, and we need, nothing says that, but we need an EA account for this. I hate it. Like, I would love to play the game, but fuck you. Fuck you, Ubisoft. Fuck you, EA. With your stupid, we want to split up the market, have our own shit. Yeah, Misfortune is probably a crazy one. I still have to play that at some point when I'm feeling it. A Light in the Dark. We wanted to play that. That is another story game. I actually really wanted to play that, but we played Dry Drowning, which was also mid. So don't worry about it. The ending disappointed me, but from a feeling, I'll have to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's still free, but didn't it close the servers for it? Is that still a thing? Well, whatever. I it was okay for MOBA. It was, I guess, okay, but I don't enjoy MOBAs. Well, I love MOBAs, but same as I love Nutella. Like I'm just getting too much from it, and it is unhealthy, and then I just hate it. So I rather would not start. But yeah, that one was a really good one. Um, Also, yeah, the Dry Drowning music. Let me just see if we have it in here.
As an old saying has it, if a man is destined to drown, he will drown even in a spoonful of water.
Eh.
And in the end, the tragedy of our entire existence comes down to a slow drowning into inevitability. And when our lungs are full, we always depart in the same way, with a broken dream and an empty spoon. Empty, just like our souls. My name is Mordred Foley, and what I'm about to tell is one of those stories that will keep you awake.
Yeah, it did not really in the end. Like at the end was just again one of those okay, I guess that is way less epic than what you actually promised me. But yeah, that music, I still got the music from this stuck in my head, right? Um, because it was just with the things that we are doing in the game. I really like the atmosphere of this game. I did like his voice acting, quite frankly. Um, so yeah, this definitely sticks with me until now, because it was just such a nice stream start whenever we booted this game up. Like I said, 20 hours for a story game, that's pretty long. Because of all of the talking that I do. But yeah, this was actually fine. Still an experience that I do remember, which I mean, literally of most of the games that I'm playing. Can I really say what they were? Not necessarily. Um, then we played Whispers of the Machine. That is another one, but our next game, our next story game, is gonna be Darkside Detective. So you get the sneak peek for what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Is gonna be Darkside Inspector, the Darkside Inspector. But yeah, why am I playing? Why am I playing so many of those gruntle detective games? Yeah, because of Dry Drowning. That is because I just had a good time streaming the game. Even though I did not actually enjoy the game in the end so much, because the end was like that confused, boring kind of a letdown. But I did enjoy it. I still even remember Eliza, although that was about psychotherapy, but it had like also a weird like we are going on a whole side story thing, and I was not interested in that. But I still do remember the setting of actually talking with the patients, and how our how we are a dead soul, which literally it was so good. That was back in the day when Jens Spahn, like 2021, right? When Jens Spahn was still minister for health, and ah, he had the same idea, like, uh, can't we solve the problem with there's too little psychotherapists and psychologists? Can't we solve this with some AI technology. Yeah. Oh, that is such a, because he was just with the Republican Party, that they have this in America, and oh yeah, we can. I yesterday saw another. Why is conservatives in America so fascinated with AI art? But yeah, um, Jens Spahn, another asshole. Um, but it was just because he suggested it in the same week that I played this game that I still do remember it. Um, I did play. I did play. Where do we have it? Or wait, do I play Unavowed or do I play Darkside Detective? Wait a minute. Did I have? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I wanted to play Darkside Detective first. This is like Twin Peaks in pixels. But Unavowed was the one with the boat, right? Yeah. Yeah, I actually. Ah, shit. No, I wanted to play this first. I just remember that screenshot because I was like, what the? I like how she is just completely out of it, like, oh no, do. So, yeah, a demon has possessed you and used your body to tear a swath of bloodshed through New York. You are now free, but life as you knew it is over. Your only path forward is joining the Unavowed, an ancient society dedicated to stopping evil, no matter what the cost. So, yeah. I guess that was the game that I was looking for. So, we are not playing Darkside Detective, we are playing Unavowed. God fucking damn it. Blind Prophet would be another one that I have here, also kind of story game. Here, Crown of Leaves. I loved some of the music of Crown of Leaves. Do I have that? Wait a minute. That game is also still not finished. Where did we have that? I mean, not all of the music, quite frankly. But some of it was just I was literally sitting there for 15 minutes, just soaking up the atmosphere. Do we have? Let me just. Was it this one? Oh yeah, this is the main music. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I do appreciate the offer, Joe. I do appreciate it. But like I said, at the moment I do not have time anyways. Like I said, I'm taking my stream cycle and then I have to go back anyways, so unfortunately that will take time. But there was another song that I really actually liked. And I'm not quite sure if I can actually find it. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, maybe next year. It's like 20 minutes tops. Maybe. I mean, it is, as far as a MOBA goes, they definitely have this as a, like a very beginner-friendly game that everyone can just go into. But yeah, no, I don't necessarily think so. But we can find another game, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, and we did play. I did play the demo to this, and the demo almost took me 5 hours. And sometimes you also find some curiosities. So if you actually ever want a game, a very gay game, not Valhalla, because Valhalla is actually one of the best story games that you can ever find. But yeah, if you ever want a game with much lesbian power, then... Oh, did they actually delete this? Where's recent? Oh, here, nice. Yes, good. It is exactly what you think it is. It is exactly a Valentine's gift that they for all for all the main audience of their game. And so obviously I felt like, oh yeah, I definitely have to check that out. Which is quite frankly something that most games can't really do for me. Chronicles of Tal'Dun was a really weird game. But same thing with this one. The music is actually really good. And just like at night, sitting there and enjoying the atmosphere and letting... this game is definitely weird. You have basically most of the time no idea what is going on. It is deliberately written this way. And so sometimes it actually works. Most of the time it doesn't. Because quite frankly, it is absolutely fucking annoying to have no idea what is going on ever. But yeah, sometimes it does create a pretty nice mystery feeling. That you're constantly like, oh, what lurks around the next, conversation or shadow or whatever. And with that music, that was also kind of a nice experience. So yeah. Also, Thea, I guess. Thea the Awakening. Definitely can somewhat recommend it. I mean, I did play it for almost 200 hours, right? This must be worth something. You don't think you want a gay game? It's a lesbian game. Please, get it right. Yeah, very lesbian though. I mean, it wasn't necessarily badly written, quite frankly. I did enjoy usually the conversations with the main character, which is quite frankly more than you could say about most other characters in such games, and especially the main character you want to nail down. So yes, it probably is better than... and it has a kind of interesting mechanic that you're making your own tarot cards, but then you're actually seeing how you can create them, and it is very limiting. So I really like the idea. I really don't like the execution. And Nightcall. Nightcall is also a game where I really enjoyed the music.
are a detective guilty.
I do not know why
Do you follow up on
why that is not in the game
where do you go?
trailer. So yeah, here, soundtrack. Like that, for a night chill game, you're playing a taxi driver who witnessed a murder and then almost got shanked ourselves. And now we are trying to get, like, because we are an illegal immigrant, and yeah, our brother did apparently do something that we had to kind of separate from the family so that we don't get dragged down and in and blah. And the that is all not music that I care about, quite frankly. I don't know why they don't actually display the normal one, but yeah, that one I actually for no necessarily particular reason other than that I really enjoyed the atmosphere and hanging out, because there's also very weird conversations, and quite frankly, you do notice that it is kind of an indie game because there's a lot of things that don't really fit together. Like oftentimes you feel like stuff just doesn't fit. Like you have done something and then you're doing the same thing the next night, and they are playing it like as if something new has happened. You know, like something as a game, I can only give it like, I think it has like 60% or so. I would think, yeah, 65% is a good rating for the game itself. But just hanging out in this, and then yeah, see, dailies is already really shitty. But okay, still I can recommend this because of this story game, I actually went to Paris last year. Because the setting for this game is in Paris, where you then solve the murders, and you're like I said, taxi Parisian. You drive around different locations where you then observe and meet people, and drive them around, and that was so much so that I said, oh yeah, by the way, I do have a connection now with this, and the situation just presented itself that I could go to Paris last year, and then I said, like, you know what? If we can see this and that place from the game, then I would come with, and that is also the power of games, right? Because otherwise I would have probably said no. Anyways, thank you for hanging out, Joe. And for me, I'm also going to bed. We finished Lacuna much sooner than I thought, but at least I got it finished one way or another. Probably in a bad way, because, like I said, I'm not particularly satisfied with the ending that the game actually had. But yeah, we did finish it. And then tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow is then gonna be, fuck it, fuck it. We are playing Darkside Detective. Darkside Detective looks a little bit more fun. I'm watching X-Files at the moment, anyways, so a little bit of wacky fun is okay, I think. Yeah. Wacky stuff is okay. So then we're gonna play that. And like I said, I still have Runestone Keeper that we gotta try out tomorrow. While waiting. While waiting demo, I could probably also play. So yeah, that is gonna be it tomorrow.
You are a taxi driver.
No, I'm not a
Paris
taxi
is your
driver. But yeah, have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow for more story games, for a new story game. And yeah. Halls of Torment, maybe we're gonna do a run, but those runs, they take forever. But they do not take as